Hello and welcome to another episode of WolfeSound podcast. I haven't recorded anything for a while because I had a hell of a 3 months, beginning of the year. Today, I want to talk about money, and hopefully we will get more comfortable talking about money. I know I haven't in the past, and so I was always undervalued in my work because I just had a big issue discussing my value and what I bring to the table. And I'm sure a lot of you are. So I will share today what I learned about it, talking to people that have already succeeded and people that talk about wealth that goes way beyond money and the spirituality of it as well. So that hopefully you can finally get what you deserve and not let people bully you out of your rates or your state of being. So we're going to talk about two aspects: the monetary income, but also the wealth energy that you bring into your life and your abundance. So here's what I believe. When people feel better, they do better. Because a lot of people say when you know better, you do better. But how often have we known better and didn't really do better? A lot of people also, when they feel anger as their home emotion, they're always angry or upset or depressed. When we are in this state of mind, it's almost impossible to do better, even if we know better. So when people feel better, they do better. So to be wealthy, you need to set joy as your home emotion. And it is increasingly difficult, obviously, because of the state of the world right now. A lot of people are always complaining about whether it's inflation, whether it's negative and toxic relationships, our own toxic thoughts and behaviors, because it's not always about other people. So we need to start being accountable to our own behaviors. And when we remove the toxicity from ourselves, then we're going to also repel it from the external world, whether it's in our relationships or in our work environments and the way we communicate with the world at large. And also the environment plays a huge role. So let's dive in. Abundance cannot coexist with the ungrateful, the pessimistic, or the resentful or envious heart. A lot of times people say they want to afford things and they want to be happy and abundant and all of that. But meanwhile, they don't pay attention to their tendency to envy others. Envy is such a horrible emotion. I noticed lately in a lot, sometimes I read comments under certain videos, and when, for example, a wealthy person, financially wealthy person goes into trouble, a lot of people say, oh, it serves them right, it's just a rich, stupid person or whatever. And this stems from envy. Envy is the feeling of wanting to is wanting for the other person to lose what they have, even if the envious person doesn't get it themselves, which doesn't serve anybody. So when we are ungrateful, we don't attract abundance. We cannot attract more abundance if we're ungrateful for what we're already having. Is to celebrate the little progress that we make every day, the things that we receive, to notice the gifts that we receive. If we have a roof over our head, if we can eat, if we have skills, if we have access to increase our skills and strengthen ourselves, if we have even one friend, if we have a family, like, we don't notice these things anymore. And if we're not grateful for the little things, the universe will not send you more things because you're still going to be ungrateful. So it has to start inside. And this is beyond cliche. It's actually, this is how it works. Being pessimistic doesn't help at all, because in order to achieve something, we have to visualize it, see it happen. We have to be able to be comfortable in our imagination, our wishes, and to see the end result that we want in order to get it. It's like athletes. They see themselves getting the score before they even hit the field. You have to see it in your mind's eye first. So if you're pessimistic, it can often become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So again, a lot of us, as for some reason, we have a tendency as a collective to be self-destructive and to be pessimistic. And I can't necessarily blame anyone for feeling this way, because it really isn't so easy to be optimistic when the world is giving you every reason to be pessimistic. But we might as well be optimistic and create that vision that we want and reach for it. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. At least we've done our best. So I like to stay hopeful and optimistic, because this allows me the space to create something and to also be grateful and be too busy to look at somebody else, what somebody else has. Who cares what somebody else has anyway? And I don't want them to lose what they have, and I don't care how much they have. The idea is for you to find your own purpose and to find your joy. So here's the thing. You cannot attract good things unless you connect with joy. Someone who uses negative pressure, for example, like to be joyful, you need to be in a good environment. So sometimes you're in a position where people try to pressure you or abuse you even to do better. This idea of punishing each other when we make mistakes kind of invites more mistakes, because if we are stressed and anxious or fearful, we definitely cannot make good decisions. When we're angry and resentful, we cannot make good decisions. When was the last time you were angry and you made a good decision? And it's very challenging to actually be patient through the anger and not act on impulse, but you will not get any good decision out of it. So don't wait until you're angry to force yourself to be patient before you act in a stupid way, because we all do that. But practice every day so that when you do get angry, because it will happen with human beings, you already know how to actually be patient. Your patience can outpower that anger or outpower the anxiety and the stress. So it's a daily practice. So first thing is correcting the main false beliefs associated with wealth, money, and abundance. As I said, abundance and wealth go far beyond money, but let's start with some false beliefs. Money is the root of all evil. No, money cannot be the root of anything. Actually, it's a tool. Money is just a tool for you to facilitate a good life and to have security in your life and to also do what you want to do. So the root of evil is greed. It's not money itself. It's how you use money. If people are envious of somebody else's money, if people commit crimes to have somebody else's money, if somebody is conning you, if somebody is trying to extract value from you and not wanting to pay you for it, all these things, that's greed. And that's where the evil begins to form. But money in itself is a tool. It's also a tool for joy by way of buying you food, medication that you might need, any health-related things that you need to purchase. You can travel with money, you can feed your loved ones, you can have fun, you can buy new clothes, you can do a lot with money. You can invest in a business that is actually going to add value to the world, not just for yourself. So money is a tool, and how you use it can determine whether it's evil or not. So it's not the money itself. The second one is money can't buy you happiness. I just covered that. Actually, it can buy you everything that makes you happy. Now you have the third one is you have to work hard to have money. I believe in working smart. I also do believe in working hard, but not working hard in the sense that I'm just running myself ragged just to have more money. It's about putting love and joy into the work that I'm doing. I enjoy the process and doing what I have to do to finish the job. But at the same time, I believe in working smart. You don't have to do the traditional way of like, it's just like in companies with a 9 to 5, you have to be there for the 8 hours. And a lot of times people don't even do half the productivity they're supposed to do because the main concern is whether I'm there or not. What counts is how you complete the work and put it in clusters, having your list and your priority list and completing that. This is working smart, and also knowing which tasks just are a waste of time. So working smart is definitely not a bad thing. Number 4, rich people are evil. I don't know how that would work, because there are evil wealthy people and evil poor people and evil middle class people. That you cannot just generalize that anybody who has money is evil or anybody who's poor is evil. It doesn't work this way. Either somebody behaves in evil ways and somebody else who doesn't. It's completely irrelevant what they have. So how do we set ourselves up for abundance and wealth? First, we have to eliminate all these aforementioned false beliefs or others that you may have that I have not mentioned. Feel free to share them in the comments as well. Maybe we can address it in the future. Some people are going to say it's easier said than done. This is also a very negative mindset. Yeah, everything is easier said than done, but it's also so much easier done than not being processed or rejected or not working on it. So it's okay if it's easier said than done. It doesn't make it impossible. Find what you love. And even if you find yourself in a position where you have to do work that you don't necessarily love, work towards finding something that you actually do love. And maybe find, sometimes when I have to do something that I'm not interested in, I find something beautiful in it, because there's always something and this is where the creativity comes in. How can I look at something differently and learn to love it? Because there's something interesting about everything. A curious mind will keep you excited and motivated to learn more and focus on how do I make this so interesting, and that way it becomes a game. It gives you a sense of joy and entertainment, and maybe eventually leads you to loving that process until you find something that you naturally love, and that's what you go and do. If you love something, the abundance will definitely follow. The abundance of feeling content with your life. This is the beginning of abundance, the contentment, the gratitude, and the joy. If you're unhappy, the results of your whole life will be very poor. It can't be a good life if you're feeding that unhappiness, focusing on what you hate and what you don't like and what you don't have. It's up to you. This is up to you. And if you express hatred for money instead of loving and respecting it, you will lose it even if you do have it. You know, it is more than okay to love money and more than okay to respect it. Actually, you have to respect it if you want it to respect you. You have to become that person where money is safe to be with. It's okay to want money. It's okay to love money. It's okay to respect money. Because if you don't respect money, it will not stay with you. It might not come to you, and if it comes, it will not stay. The world works with money. This is the reality we live in. Obviously, I prefer to live in a world where money doesn't exist, no borders exist, everybody can go to any country they want. We don't have to keep spending just to live like the trees and the animals. But the reality is we need money to to actually fulfill our purpose. We need to give value to other people through our work, through our presence, through our mindset. So why would you feel shame for wanting money? And this energy of shame is exactly what's blocking it from entering your life. And some rich people have also a scarcity mentality, by the way, because they view money as power. And to give you some of their money, it means they're giving you power. And what they value here is not the money itself, it's the power that comes with it. And some people who do have it don't want to make you feel powerful. Do you value yourself or do you devalue yourself? Now, you have to remember that people don't pay you just for your time. They pay you for the time spent, plus the energy, plus the experience, plus the overall value, and the bottom line that you give. So it's not an hourly rate kind of thing. You have to rate yourself based on your value. But you have to remember that you do the exact same thing for non-monetary things. Your time is valuable. Don't spend it with people that want to crush you, or people that want to stomp all over your dreams, or people that make fun of you, or people that don't support you. Don't be in an environment that devalues. There are a lot of good people out there. The life can be very beautiful, and it is very beautiful. But it's up to you. Where do you spend your time? That's the question. You can also control the environment by your circle. Who are your friends? Who do you call friends? It's so easy to call somebody a friend. Oh, that's just my friend. No, are they somebody who stood the test of time, who were there for you when you needed them? Are they somebody who never gossips behind your back? Is it somebody that stays silent when you do something good? Is it somebody that makes you feel shame when you make a mistake? So your environment is very important, and be very careful who you call a friend, who you call family. It's not just biological. Who's your family? Even if it's a soul family. Family who has your back, somebody who loves you no matter what. Family is somebody who believes in you and supports you and embraces you and move past the mistakes, and because we all make them. That's family. The food you eat. Some food will make you lethargic and tired or depressed, and some food will give you energy and happiness, especially things that are actually good for your body. You need that energy. The entertainment that you consume. Are you listening to the news first thing in the morning or before bed? Do you watch the news at all? Are you addicted to the news and to the drama and the fear-mongering media? Some music makes us depressed. Are you hooked on that? Are you engaging in gossip or allowing gossip to be around you? People who have nothing better to do but to discuss other people and to put down other people, who in turn will actually put you down and gossip about you just the same. It's tremendous waste of time. You cannot get time back. And if you become that person that is spending, let's say you're spending 5 hours gossiping and putting other people down. Imagine what you could do in 5 hours in terms of creativity, in terms of going somewhere very beautiful, in terms of meeting maybe the right people by going to nicer places, a healthier environment, or learn something or add to your skills. And 5 hours is actually a fraction of what people spend on time-wasting conversations or discussing all the bad things that is happening in the world. How do you expect to create something amazing when all you do is focus on what's going wrong in the world? Telling everyone your plans and your dreams. I believe that the moment we share something before it happens interferes with its manifestation. What's the point of sharing your future plans and your dreams and set yourself up with people that dismiss it or talk you out of it or ridicule it, or people that send you envious energy, which is very powerful. It's powerful enough to just destroy everything you're doing. Or what if you mention it to others, and because they're jealous of it or resentful of it, they go and ruin it for you by slandering you or with whatever, or finding a way to put dents in your plan. You don't know what is embedded in people's hearts. So it's important, first of all, even when you share it with a good person, somebody who's actually a very good friend, the only reason I would share is to get their feedback and their guidance. But these are people I know for sure. They genuinely care and they've always supported me, and they don't wish me anything other than the best. Other than that, I would catch myself sharing ahead of time because my ego wants that validation. And that's not a good reason to. You have to protect your dreams and your hopes and your goals. These are sacred space, so don't taint them with other people's energy, and just share when it's done. The wrong partner. If you choose who you marry or who you date is extremely important for the quality of your life and your emotions, because relationships trigger in us the deepest emotional buttons that we have had since childhood. Even when we work on ourselves and we heal and stuff, if you're with a partner that is abusive or dismissive or just overly jealous and is suffocating you, or somebody who is very negative, or somebody who doesn't believe in creating something new, somebody who is stuck in the mud, or somebody who's boring, the partner that you're with can make or break your life. Now, we need to fix the relationship with money. So to fix the relationship, like I said, eliminate all the false beliefs, love and respect it, be the safe environment for money, give it. If you hoard money, first of all, you have to take care of yourself first. Make sure that your basic needs are met, that you have savings in case of emergencies, and you have some for your little wants and joys in life. And then you can overflow, and whatever overflows you can give away without expecting it back. And when you give it by way of buying things, or way of donating, or way of helping somebody else, or whatever, it helps the healthy cycle of the flow of money. We need to let it flow. Hoarding it does not increase it at all. So we don't want to hoard it, and we also don't want to dismiss it and give it away without any kind of respect for it. Okay, it's okay you have to be full first. You have to take care of yourself first. Just like on the plane, you put your oxygen mask first and then you tend to other people. If you don't, you're both dead. The best lesson I ever received, okay, one of the best ones, was from Chris Voss, who said, no deal is a lot better than a bad deal, because a bad deal costs you a lot more in the long run. It has a lot more negative repercussions to be underpaid, not just for you, but for the client themselves, because you're not going to do the work for them with joy. You're not going to give them your best. No way you're going to give them your best, because you're not at your best. So the end result of the value they get, money is a tool. It's a great tool to take care of yourself and your loved ones, and you're going to have more space to create more value for the world at large. I hope this helped, and I will record more often because I love this, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear your feedback. This is J.S. Wolfe. I'm an author, podcaster, content creator, and my company's name is WolfeSound. You can follow me on Instagram or subscribe to YouTube because I'm kind of new. And if you like the content, please share it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.